The Young and the Restless, spoilers, Thurdays, full July 30206. Hey besties, welcome back to the channel. Today is a beautifully chaotic Tuesday, and we are diving headfirst into the absolute madness of Genoa City. Grab your iced coffees and strap in, because we have so much to unpack today, and I am fully ready to spiral with you all. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing right now. I am literally shaking. Wait, we need to talk about this now because I just watched the most unhinged cinematic masterpiece of a standalone episode, and my soul has actually left my body. I am filming this while running errands, literally pacing in the Target parking lot looking like an absolute maniac because I could not keep this inside for one more second. Genuinely, send help, because I am physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of what the Y&R writers just did to our girl Nikki Newman. I was mid-skincare routine when this scene came on, and I straight up smeared my charcoal mask all over my white rug. Did I even care? No, because I was too busy hyperventilating over the psychological warfare happening in the Newman mansion. We are not just watching this show anymore, we are invested, and I am personally victimized by the stress they just put me through. Okay, backtrack for a second. I missed a step. We have to set the stage for this absolute dumpster fire of an evening. So basically, Nikki has been going through it lately. She's been having these mysterious, blinding headaches, and don't even get me started on the vibes between her and Lily Winters over the whole Chancellor Industries mess. Victor literally handed the company over to Lily as part of his kidnapping plot, which is honestly so unhinged. Classic Victor, and Nikki has been stressing out of her mind. So we open on Nikki sitting alone on the sofa in the pitch black. Just total darkness. The aesthetic is giving major horror movie energy, like, why is the Newman mansion always so poorly lit when they have billions of dollars? Can they not afford a smart home lighting system? Anyway, she's sitting there trying to convince herself that this temporary darkness and these headaches are just a passing phase, talking to herself to keep the anxiety at bay. And then, besties, it happened. Out of nowhere, crash. The sound of shattering glass echoes through the house. I literally had to yeet my phone across the room because the jump scare was so real. Nikki screams out for Victor, but of course the mustache is nowhere to be found. Is he out threatening Matt Clark again? Probably. Did I say that yet? My brain is mush. Moving on, so Nikki is completely alone, blind in the dark, and she hears another piece of glass break. She yells out, "Someone! Please, someone say something!" The desperation in her voice, you guys. I am genuinely unwell just thinking about it. She starts frantically feeling around for her phone, and she remembers it has voice activation. She starts screaming, "Activate, activate phone," but it's straight up ignoring her like it's a malfunctioning Siri. Basically, technology is failing her when she needs it most. And I am screaming at the screen. Wait, hold on, I should have mentioned this earlier, but you know Nikki Newman is not a victim. Even when she is terrified, she is a bad bee. She hears another sound, and she just snaps into survival mode. She yells into the dark, "If you're trying to scare me, you should know I don't scare easily. Yes, Queen! Tell them." She literally starts ripping off her expensive bracelets, which, by the way, look like they cost more than my entire life, just heavy, gorgeous diamonds, and just chucks them across the room. She tells the intruder to just take the jewelry and leave immediately. If I were you, I'd take those and leave right now. If I were the intruder, I'd be picking up those diamonds and sprinting to the nearest pawn shop, but no, this stalker is sick and twisted. Nikki starts screaming, daring them to make a move. "I'm right here," she yells. It's giving Final Girl energy, and I am totally living for it. So Nikki decides she's not going to just sit there like a sitting duck. She knows this mansion like the back of her. She tells herself she knows the way out and starts marching toward the foyer, but because it's pitch black and she's totally disoriented, she straight up slams her knee into a table. Ouch. I genuinely winced. Like I felt that in my own kneecap. She stumbles over to the staircase and just collapses onto the bottom step, rubbing her knee, breathing heavily. The silence in the house is deafening. You can hear a pin drop. The tension is so thick you could cut it with a knife. And just when you think she might be safe to catch her breath, the piano starts playing. You guys, I am not joking. I started sweating. Someone starts plinking out the tune to Three Blind Mice on the grand piano in the living room. 3 blind mice, because she can't see. The absolute sick, twisted psychological torture of it all. Nikki starts screaming her head off, and I am screaming with her. Who is doing this? My mind is racing a mile a minute. Is it a ghost? Is it an intruder? Is it Victor playing a really sick joke? No, Victor wouldn't do that. But the tune is so creepy, it's giving me literal nightmares. The notes are echoing through the massive empty house, and Nikki is just trapped on the stairs, spiraling into pure panic. Nikki manages to calm down just a fraction of an inch, enough to start interrogating the darkness. She asks if they want to play a game. Is that you, Kane? She asks. Are you playing another game? Like the one we played in Nice? Wait, pause. The nice game? What a deep cut into the Y&R lore. I love when the writers remember their own history. But she quickly realizes Kane wouldn't do this. He's too busy trying to run Chancellor and deal with Lily. So then her brain goes to the most obvious, terrifying option, Matt Clark, her newly discovered, violent, unhinged son, who Nick is currently trying not to murder. Matt has the motive, he has the cruelty, but then she second guesses herself. What if it's Patty Williams? Patty just kidnapped Diane Jenkins and teamed up with that creepy doctor, Markham. Patty is completely unhinged and loves a dramatic, theatrical torture session. My brain is buffering. Okay, back to the main event. Suddenly, the front door flies open. Nikki jumps, and in walks Victoria Newman. Oh my God, Nikki gasps, telling Victoria there is someone in the house. Now, you would think Victoria would instantly go into protective daughter mode, right? Wrong. Victoria tells Nikki to wait outside while she checks it out. Victoria struts in, probably wearing one of those sharp, geometric blazers she loves so much, which honestly are so chic, but not the time. Vicky! She flips on the lights, looks around, and sees absolutely nothing. No broken glass, no intruder, no Patty, no Matt. Nikki is insisting she heard glass breaking and the piano playing. Victoria is looking at her mother like she has completely lost her grip on reality. Victoria brings Nikki back inside and is basically like, Mother, there is literally nothing here. She calls Victor and leaves a voicemail, then calls the estate security, demanding they come to the main house immediately. She turns on every lamp in the room, proving to Nikki that there is no shattered glass anywhere. Nikki is adamant. I know someone was here. I felt them walk right past me, she insists. Victoria straight up asks her if she was just having a nightmare. Bestie, be for real right now. Nikki is wide awake. Nikki says her phone is missing, that the intruder must have taken it. Victoria rolls her eyes so hard I thought they were going to get stuck in the back of her head. She lifts the sofa cushion, and bam, there's Nikki's phone. It's giving major gaslighting, and Victoria is officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done with her dismissive attitude. Like, your mother is blind and terrified. Show an ounce of compassion. So they are sitting on the sofa, and Nikki is starting to doubt herself. She's thinking, okay, maybe it was just a really, really vivid hallucination caused by the stress and the headaches. Victoria goes to get an ice pack for Nikki's bruised knee. And then Nikki's phone rings. It's an unknown number. She answers it, telling the phone to pick up. She puts it to her ear. There's no voice. There's no breathing. There is only the sound of a piano playing Three Blind Mice. I am deceased. I literally fell to my knees in the living room. Oh my God, this is real. Nikki screams into the phone, "Why won't you leave me alone?" Victoria comes rushing back in with the ice pack, and Nikki is practically sobbing, telling her that it wasn't a dream, she just got a threatening call, and she is fully 100% awake. Victoria, still acting like the CEO of skepticism, asks to see the phone. She coldly says that there are ways to trace these calls and they should just let Victor handle it. Like, girl, your mother is being psychologically tortured by a phantom piano player. Show some empathy. Victoria helps Nikki over to the piano bench to sit down. Nikki, trying to find some shred of sanity, says that at least she knows how to play the piano without seeing the keys. She thinks maybe playing it will help her reconnect with herself, ground her in reality. It's actually a really beautiful, tragic moment, but the vibes are still so incredibly cursed. Victoria is getting super annoyed that the security guards haven't shown up yet, so she says she's going to do another sweep of the house. Nikki is left alone at the piano, and then the phantom piano plays again, right next to her, and a lamp crashes to the floor. Nikki starts screaming at the top of her lungs, absolute blood-curdling screams. And then a voice cuts through the darkness. "My darling, what is it?" "It's Victor." Nikki jolts. She wakes up. You guys, it was a dream. It was all a nightmare. I was sitting there like an absolute clown. The writers completely played us. I am genuinely embarrassed by how hard I fell for it, but the cinematography was so good. I was fully ready to start a true crime podcast about the Genoa City Phantom, and it was all in her head. But wait, the tea doesn't stop there, manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update, because the twist is actually a miracle. Victor is holding her, telling her she just had a nightmare. And suddenly, Nikki blinks. She looks out into the foyer. She looks up at Victor's face. "I can see you," she gasps. Victor is stunned. He asks if she is sure. "Yes," Nikki cries out, tears streaming down her face. "My vision is coming back. Oh my God." The trauma of the nightmare literally shocked her system into healing, or the headaches were the final stage of her recovery. Whatever it is, our queen has her sight back, and I am sobbing real tears. The villain arc might be paused because Nikki Newman is back in high definition. Baby, I literally cannot wait to see what she does next, especially when she actually sees what Lily and Victor have been up to. Okay, I need to go breathe into a paper bag. See you in the next one.